episode 70 of Comics and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Chris.
And I'm Lumpy.
And this is the review show that reviews comics chronologically, presumably.
Kind of. Yeah.
Kind of. Whatever. Hey, we did it! We're in 1943.
Woo, but we gotta go back to 42 eventually, so.
Yeah, next week. Next episode, I should say. This one was... We're going into Detective Comics number 71, released January 1943. This one is called A Crime a Day. I wrote A Crime Day in my notes, but it's apparently called A Crime a Day.
Crime a Day.
This one was written by Bill Finger, penciled by Bob Kane, inked by Jerry Robinson and George Russo, lettered by Irish Knapp, edited by Jack Schiff, and we got a new editor, Jack Schiff, yeah.
Mm.
Executive editor is still Whitney Ellsworth, so I guess she's still the editor overall. And cover artist Jerry Robinson. It's not that good, the cover.
It kind of sucks, to be honest.
Lumpy, what is going on this cover?
There's a giant Joker pulling giant papers off of the air behind him. And they are the days of the month, November 27th, Friday. There's a whole bunch of papers floating down on the smaller Batman and Robin.
Yeah, it's a pull-off calendar, essentially.
I thought this cover wasn't too bad.
Yeah, the Joker looks like an ogre to me.
He looks weird, but you know what it is? We're used to them drawing him like a huge giant, and this time he's only like double their size.
Yeah, it's weird. He's not giant,
weird.
but he's bigger than that.
So
right.
now the Joker is stealing Calendar's Man's gimmick, too. First the Riddler, now Calendar Man.
Well, he's starting their gimmicks, and they're just going to use his ideas.
Steal his.
Yeah.
It's like every supervillain's got to go through a Joker phase first before they can actually become a supervillain.
Yep.
Anyway, there's a lot of text in this one for some reason.
A lot.
Yeah. I mean, the cover, it says Batman and Robin versus Joker in A Crime a Day, which they're going back to, the cover being, like, part of what's happening in the story.
Right.
Which is strange. And then, but it's still featuring the Boy Commandos, which, to note, they switched Slam Bradley back to the closer and voice of Boy Commandos.
So maybe last time it was just a really good Boy Commandos story, so they saved it for the end.
Or maybe they were testing it out there being the closer and it didn't sell that well.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine it didn't. It's still a Batman book, so...
Yeah, basically those other ones don't
with
matter.
With the Jokers on the front of it. I think the Joker's in this one because that Mind Reader one probably didn't sell any comics.
Well, that Mind Reader one wasn't really that good.
Well, and since it was so bad, they were worried, we better put a Joker one out or people aren't going to buy the next one.
So... in my version of the comic, it's a little washed out, but that little picture up at the top has Batman. It looks like Batman's got a gap in his teeth.
Oh no, we're gonna go Batman
he
on
looks
mine.
like a vampire again.
No,
really?
Mine
looks pretty good.
It looks like, someone missing their front teeth, buck tooth.
Like Alfred Newman?
Yeah.
No, he's on a yellow background on mine.
Well,
yeah, yellow on
the
the
still missing a teeth in mine. It looks like it just got the drawing got blotted out with black or
washed
something.
out.
Yeah.
He's way too jolly in that circle anyway. I like Batman when he's angry. I don't like smiley Batman.
Yeah, well, we got decades before we get back to mean Batman.
I know.
Batman looks like he's part giraffe in this drawing.
And which drawing?
On the cover,
drawing.
he's like, his neck is like long. He's got weird shape.
Ears too. Yeah.
Yeah, Spock ears. And his cape's real tiny.
It is, isn't it?
It's like something's really going weird about him.
Now you got me looking at it. It's really wonky looking. It doesn't look right at all.
The whole
His legs
thing's
are weird.
wonky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one's still 10 cents too. Ready to move on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Too bad, we got a book review first.
Is it a Muppet again?
No. This one's called Government Hunter.
Ooh. The cat likes
Cat doesn't like that one.
You ready for Superman's secret code?
War bonds and stamps.
Well, I'll give you a clue. It's Code Krypton number 9.
Isn't that what you told me last time, or did you say 90 last time?
Yeah, they used the same exact code from last issue.
Ah.
They didn't even bother. They gave you the same exact one.
So it's stamps and war bonds, not war bonds and stamps.
No, it's word for word. Now is the time for every boy to come to the aid of their country by buying stamps and bonds. They literally, I started Yeah. I literally started deciphering it, and I'm like, this code is exactly the same from last week. And then I put the two side by side, and they were letter for letter.
They got lazy. That's what happened there. They were like, oh my god, we forgot to come up with a code. Just put last week's code in there. Nobody's going to notice.
Nobody even figures it out anyway. Just do it.
You know why they did it? Because the Superman secret code in the last issue was buried in the back of the book, and no one reads past Batman.
Right. They read the Batman and put it away. Now they can use it again because nobody noticed except for us.
Damn it! We didn't promote the war bonds and stamps enough. We're gonna have to put this back in there.
Yeah, put this one in the front.
Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? There was in the Mind Reader one when he shot the bullet. Robin said,
"Yeah." Save ammunition. I saw that too.
Save ammunition for the countries and stuff, but I skipped over it because it was a stupid story. Anyway, let's jump into the story. Non-canon splash page. Uncle Chris, what's happening?
Joker's holding a calendar, and Batman's flipping from November to, I guess, December, and Robin's pushing it. Batman and Robin are smaller even than the cover, and Joker's big. Very big. And
yeah, I think they're just helping him change it from November to December.
Oh, well, maybe it's like December 1st.
Yeah, hey, Joker, we need to help you change your calendar.
Right. It's not December anymore. Let us tear this off for you.
Hold on. Yeah, that calendar is 2 months behind.
That calendar says November 1942.
Yeah, and we're in January 1943.
So that's why they're ripping it off. They're like, we got to get two off of here, Joker. You got this giant calendar. You can't get your stupid November off. We still got to get December off.
Do you think this was originally supposed to be released November issue?
Possibly.
Yeah, I was going to say, and they were behind on their deadline, and that's why you ended up with that stupid Mind Reader thing.
The cover is all November things ripped off, too. All November days.
The November one, I just went back, is a Joker one, too.
Oh?
It was... Hold on. The one where where they all had different disabilities, like a fake eye and stuff.
Oh, yeah, the guy was missing an arm and stuff.
Yeah, so weird. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this proper.
Even the beginning of this is stupid. Just so you know. Even the beginning of this
is stupid. All of it is really stupid.
Yeah. We open up on a picture of the Gotham Gazette, because Batman is apparently now given lectures on crime busting. And all the proceeds are going to the USO.
So he's telling the criminals how he can find them so they can change their way they do it. So that they can, hone their criminal abilities. Also, you didn't mention, but the cover page didn't have that little starter panel on it this time either.
Yeah, no, it didn't. Weird.
I had to turn the page to see how it started.
So, I know that this is a little bit of a spoiler, but every time Batman gives a lecture, he just talks about clues from the Joker.
Yeah.
Every time.
We'll get into it. Anyway, everybody is excited about it, and they all show up to see his lecture. And as Lumpy said, his lecture is, I guess, about clues and details that solve big crimes.
I think it's the same lecture over and over again. He's just going on tour with it. I think that's what he's doing.
But he never leaves Gotham.
It's the same. It's the same place in Gotham each time he does it.
It's different. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's like the Tower Theater, and then it's the Electric Factory, and then it's
same place in Gotham each time he does it.
I don't know. Anyway, they ask him. The crowd asks him about the Joker and how he leaves clues, and then he goes and picks a fight with the Joker.
Yeah, listen. The Joker finds just this crap out, and you know it. Why are you bothering with him?
Yeah, seriously, he's not even doing anything. He's just sitting in his hair, and you know how he is, and you just.
And I thought the story was going to go differently because it was like clear that Batman was taunting the Joker. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, he's calling him out. There's a reason. Like, he's trying to draw him out to do something.
But he wasn't. He was just talking trash. That's all he was doing.
He says the Joker is tricky and cunning, a supreme egotist advertising his crimes like a fool. He leaves clues that defeat him, and so I always win, while he loses, all because of his conceit. It's like this guy has killed how many people? Not as many as Batman at this point, but still. Right.
But are you trying to put him on a rampage? Do you know that he's in jail or dead? Because apparently you don't.
And what kind of lecture is this? All you're doing is gloating about what you did. This is no lecture.
How great you are.
This doesn't make any sense.
I think you're conceited too, Batman. That ain't right.
Yeah, exactly. Everything that happens in this is Batman's fault.
Yeah, he started
100%.
right there. This is his problem right here.
And so the next day, the Gotham Gazette puts a cartoon in the newspaper with the Joker with a big head and Robin with a needle standing on Batman's shoulder. And everyone's laughing.
I enjoy that comic. The comic's really good.
Yeah, it's drawn well.
Yeah, I like it.
It's drawn really well.
Comic
book,
I like it.
And it says, "Look out, Joker." I can't read that bottom one, so watch that.
Big heads burst very easily.
Big heads burst very easily. Yeah, it's good satire in the thing.
Yeah. The Joker's got like a pump, and he's pumping his head up like a balloon, and Robin's got a pin to pop it.
But again, it's now the newspaper trying to push the Joker into going on a rampage.
Why do they mess with this guy? They know he's insane.
Yeah, I mean, really, at this point, if the Gotham Gazette blows up, it's on them.
It's your fault.
It's Batman's fault.
Well, yeah, but they egged him on too. And of course, we cut over to the Joker, who's mad. And now he's got a plan. And now he put a plan together to make Batman look like an idiot and make him quit.
I guess the three of us are smarter than Batman because we knew he was going to do it.
We followed these clues that Batman kept telling us about in his lecture.
Anyway, at the next lecture, the next night, Tuesday.
Well, I was going to say, why did I specifically let you know it's Tuesday?
Because he's doing a crime a day, so we have to know what day it is.
Yeah, but he didn't do a crime on Monday, so why is it Tuesday all of a sudden?
That's because on Monday, Batman's provoked him.
Oh, okay. So it's Tuesday starts the stuff.
Yes, Tuesday he's going to start. So at the lecture, a billboard falls from the ceiling with Joker's Daily Crime, Wednesday Clues. So he's going to start doing it on Wednesday. He's taking Tuesday off.
Yeah, okay. Well, he didn't. He couldn't tell him about Tuesday on Tuesday, so he had to wait till Wednesday.
Yes, exactly. But here are the clues. 1, take a bow. 2, sow the seeds. 3, shed a tear. 4, reap the harvest.
Now, are we supposed to be able to guess this?
No,
they always give us the worst clues.
Not even close. You will never guess.
Well, the last two that they asked us to guess were also impossible. Just so you know.
It was. They didn't even bother asking us this one. They were like, "This is going to be very contrived, and only Bruce is going to be able to figure this out. So don't even bother." Anyway, a spotlight shines on the Joker, who's up in the balcony, and he tells them what his plan is essentially, and he runs away as Batman and Robin chase him down a hall with a bunch of doors, and he hears someone yelling, "Don't kill me, Joker," from a door. And so Batman busts through the door, and it's a record player. And the Joker has really good timing, because as he busts in, it switches from some person screaming to the Joker monologuing on the record player.
Yes. Taunting the Batman.
Hello, Batman.
So, he really timed this perfectly. But the two cops come in, and Batman and Robin explain what happened on, and so the paper goes and says Joker eludes Batman by using a phonograph, making Batman look like a fool because he is one. And then, so Batman's trying to figure out the clue. Excuse me.
You're going to have to edit that out. People are like, "Oh, sorry, we're keeping you awake by listening to your podcast."
Are you boring yourself?
Yeah, are we? Oh, sorry, we're keeping you awake because we want to hear about Batman number 71.
Well, that's a good thing, because this is Detective Comics 71. This is the wrong one.
Shut up.
We got 60 more episodes before we get to that issue of Batman. Anyhow, at the Museum of Art, I don't know, someplace.
No.
Art gallery.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, something like
Collection, sold at auction. Yeah, it's some kind of art gallery or something.
The Swank Raffle Art Gallery.
Okay.
that. Oh, I forgot about this part with the beards. Go ahead. Stupid.
It's so stupid.
I just remember when I saw the picture at the bottom of them with their beards on. It's like, this is stupid.
It starts stupid, it is stupid, and it ends stupid. It's really
stupid.
dumb.
Anyway, a car pulls up in front of the art gallery, and two guys get out. And it's Joker and one of his henchmen in beards and goatees. I guess Batman and Robin are out for a ride.
Sure.
Yeah, and did you see Robin would like to drown the Joker in a lake? He says, I would like to drown the Joker in a lake, but it would spoil the picture in the moonlight.
Robin's got a dark side, so...
Apparently.
Well, yeah, but as they're driving, Batman somehow figures out that the harvest means a painting by some guy named Van Melle. I don't know if that's a real artist or not. I didn't care. But anyway, he knows that means he's going to steal that painting, so he's got to get to the art museum.
Right.
Somehow. I don't know. He just happens to know every painting in every museum. And what?
I just don't, it. None of it makes any sense. Go on. It's alright.
At the art gallery, they're showing off the exhibits, and the Joker and his goons take control, and he tells them that he's taking a bow, and then he sprays seeds of red pepper on the group because he's sowing the seeds. You know, the second clue. The first is the bow, the second is sowing the seeds. And now the crowd's crying because of the pepper and eye, but the Joker and his guy isn't crying because he's got specially treated beard and mustache and sunglasses.
That's what I was talking about. Seriously, you have chemically treated beards so that it won't bother you for the pepper spray. It's not covering their mouths.
It's on your chin. It's actually in the picture. It's below your chin. It does.
Goggles make sense,
mouth.
Right? The goggles make sense. I understand the goggles because it's covering your eyes. Fine. But what the hell are the beards doing?
Nothing. They're chemically treated. and sowing seeds, it doesn't make any sense. I get it. It's pepper seeds. They're spraying them out of dusters that you use to dust plants. They didn't sow any seeds.
They're not really sowing the seeds, but they are using seeds, and I think that's what he meant. You know, it's like...
It's a stretch.
Yeah, it's a stretch.
and he steals the painting, so I guess he reaps the harvest. But as he's doing that, Batman and Robin show up and chase him, and something happens. One guy tries to shoot Batman, but Robin punches him in the face. After Batman, says to Robin that Joker is his meat.
Yeah, that's a weird one too.
That was.
But so Batman chases Joker. Joker picks up a 2,000-year-old vase, I guess, because that's just lying around.
Yeah.
And
after
go ahead.
He says he's going to hit Batman with it. So then Batman says, I hate to disappoint you, but I'll have to wait longer. But then it doesn't show what happens with the vase. Does it, get broken?
Yeah, no,
does he move out of the way?
It just actually disappears.
Yeah, it just disappears.
My assumption was that he threw it and Batman ducked and just let it break.
Let the 2,000-year-old vase break. Okay.
Yeah. That's the only thing I can come up with. But anyway, Batman does an uppercut and knocks Joker into Robin. And then I guess Joker just throws Robin at Batman.
Well, that's what
as quick as he bumps into him, he throws the Robin at him.
And so Joker runs away, gets into this truck. Batman and Robin get in a Batmobile chase after, but it's an oil truck, so the thugs spray oil onto the Batmobile. Well,
first they open up little hatches out of the back where the oil leaks out.
Yeah.
Then they grab the hose
Spy Hunter,
and spray
like the game
hose.
Spy Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The NES game. But Batman said it's like riding on glass. Is glass slippery?
Yeah. I never rode on glass before.
One time I was walking down the street and there was snow on top of a mirror and I didn't see it and I fell on my ass.
Slippery.
So yes, that was slippery. That was glass. I got out of my truck and I stepped down and there was snow on the mirror and I fell on my ass.
I'd like
so
to
yes,
see
glass
that
is
on
slippery.
video.
Yeah. I wish that was on somebody's Ring doorbell.
I guess it's in certain situations glass can be slippery.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there's oil all over the Batmobile, so the thugs throw a match at it and set it on fire.
What else would you do? Batman's behind us, he got oil all over him. Throw a match at him.
And Robin's like, we're going to be hamburgers if we don't get out. But for some reason, they can't open the doors.
Because if they open the doors, then the fire's going to get in, right?
I think that's what they say, basically.
Yeah, I think that's what he was meant.
We daren't open the doors and run for it.
We're trapped. That's all they say. But then it says,
I think he thinks if they open the doors, fires can get into the car.
Okay. But then they say, here we go, and then the narrator asks us, do you know what Batman's planning? No.
I expected him to ride into the lake. That's what I expected.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go off a cliff into the ocean or in the water. Yeah, I agree. That's what I expected.
I didn't even bother to guess. I didn't bother to guess because it's always stupid.
He doesn't. He doesn't. Listen, if he would have went into a lake, I would have accepted it. This is not what you do.
This makes no sense at all.
So he crashes into a fire hydrant. And
I love that you say fire hydrant because I said fire plug because that's what we always said when we lived in Philadelphia. And fire plug. And everybody makes fun of me if I say fire plug.
Really? I never called it a fire plug.
Never called it a fire plug. Oh, yeah. No, we open up the fire plug. We're going to open up the fire plug and everybody's going to go under it and we're going to have a sprinkler on it. It's a fire plug.
I think this is the first I'm ever hearing that term.
Well, then you didn't grow up in Philadelphia.
I don't know where you live, but it's a fire plug.
It's fire plug.
It's never been a hydrant, ever.
No, never. Fire plug.
I've always called it a fire hydrant.
Oh, you're fancy. Look at you, fancy fire hydrant. Yeah, I'm so fancy.
I mean, they were using it back in 1943, so that's what it's supposed to be.
Well, they were fancy.
Not Philadelphia. Yeah, fancy pantses.
We had a fire plug. You had a fire hydrant.
Okay.
Because you must have been rich.
Yeah, your fancy neighborhoods with your hydrants.
Didn't you live with me for a while there?
Fancy hydrants.
Fancy TJ and your hydrants.
So, have you ever got your grill caught on fire with, like, burger?
No, I usually have someone else make my food for me.
Yes.
You do. You are right. I'll give you that, TJ.
Yeah, I
will agree with you, TJ.
I don't think I've ever seen him flip a burger in his life. So, yeah, I agree with that, too.
So, anyway, to put out a grease fire, you never spray it with water.
No, you're just spreading that. You're just trying to
spreads. Everywhere.
I saw the fire department down here do, like, they put grease on a stove. Like they're going to deep fry something on a stove.
Yeah.
And they let it catch on fire so that the pot was on fire. And then they sprayed it with water and it spread throughout the whole freaking stove.
Everywhere.
And then they hit it with the extinguishers. You don't put water on a grease fire ever.
You never put water on a grease fire.
Nah.
So water on this oil would not have put this out. Just so everyone knows.
Water from the fire plug would never work.
They barely know what friction is. So
True, we figured that out last episode, so.
Anyway, Batman and Robin go home with their tails between their legs as a reporter sees this and he's going to write it up.
Fancy
Meanwhile, the Joker calls the Gazette.
Right. Well, that's how Batman finds out all his stuff, so they have to call the Gazette.
Yeah, so he calls the Gazette and tells them what the next clue is. And we don't know what the next day is because the Joker just gets away with it because Batman does not figure her out. And then he calls the Gazette the following day and tells them the next day's clue. So, yeah, so, Thursday...
Batman says the Joker's got me running in circles.
Yeah, so Thursday, Batman didn't even run into the Joker. That's how much the Joker has got him on his office game.
That's what Batman gets when he starts gloating about all this stuff.
Well, this is what happens when you force the Joker to, to really think about what he wants to do.
Don't mess with the guy. You want to go catch him, go find him, and pick him up. Don't start antagonizing him because you know he's crazy.
Right. Play his game and beat him that way because he's arrogant and stupid enough to fall for his own stupidity. Right. You don't want him focused.
Unless, which would have been smart in the beginning of this, he was doing it on purpose, but he wasn't. He definitely was not doing it on purpose.
Right. No. Anyway, so he calls them and tells them that he calls the Gazette and says the Batman is slipping and you can quote me on that. And then his thugs is like, I don't want to cross you, boss. And then the Gazette says, the Joker fools Batman again. And now this time, there's a comic of the Joker pulling out a rug from beneath Batman as he's falling, slipping with Robin.
And Robin is like saying, oh no.
I like the Gazette's comic strips better than this comic, better than this whole book. The Gazette,
this one is really good too.
Yeah, it's really good. Batman's falling on his ass. It's
really good.
Joker's pulling the rug out from under him, and Robin's like saying, oh no.
I just like the way everybody's drawn. Like, the Joker's drawn really good, too.
Oh, it looks great, yeah.
Where do you guys see Oh No with the Robin thing?
No, he's got his hands up over his ears like, oh.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying it somewhere. Because
no, he's just holding his hands up and has, like,
then
sweat
at the bottom, it says somebody's name Cheryl. Is that?
Cheryl.
Like, do you think somebody else drew that, or you think that's just, like, so because it's in the comic?
I do think there's comic strips for Batman.
Right. Well, there was at one time, I know that.
So, maybe it's the strip version of it?
Oh, that's kind of cool, though.
So, on the first one, I don't see it. Oh, yeah. First one has it, too. They're all drawn by Cheryl.
Cheryl? I wish they would get Cheryl in here to draw these Batman comics.
Yeah, whoever it is, Cheryl drew all of them. Well, that's who they have signed. I don't know.
Right. We don't know if that's real, if that's just, supposedly the artist from the comic. Who knows? But
right.
I'm looking through the names of the creditors, and I'm not seeing a Cheryl anywhere.
Well, we need to get Cheryl in here.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but apparently Jack Kirby is the one writing Boy Commandos, so...
I don't think you did, but it doesn't surprise me because they're headlining them Boy Commandos, so...
Yes, Jack Kirby's a big deal if you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, very big deal.
But maybe I said it when they initially debuted, but if I didn't, I'm saying it now. As I go through.
About time you said it. Like, we were waiting to see when you were going to say it was Jack Kirby. We were taking bets. It took you forever.
Yeah, because you guys know anything about comic history and lore. Meanwhile, people are laughing at Batman on the street, and he's still going to his stupid lectures.
Yeah. He knows there's crimes going on every day. Joker said, today's Wednesday, I'm going to do a crime. Today's Thursday, I'm going to do a crime. Well, maybe it's Friday and he won't do it, so I'll just do my lecture.
All right, you ready? Jerry Robinson, an American comic book artist known for his work in DC Comics. Do we know Jerry Robinson?
Yes, he is one of the inkers of Batman.
Real name, Cheryl David Robinson.
Huh.
Oh?
Huh.
He's the one
Cheryl,
who did those things. Cheryl.
I was gonna make fun of him for having a girl's name, but Hulk Hogan's first name is Terry, so I can't say nothing.
Terry. And and Bruce wait a minute. John Wayne, not Bruce Wayne. John Wayne's first name was Marion.
Marion, and you don't say nothing to John Wayne.
He did not say anything to John Wayne.
No.
Yeah, so wow. Jerry Robinson was born in Trenton, New Jersey.
So do you think that Jerry Robinson wrote these drew these
I think
Cheryl
he
comics?
drew those. I think he drew them, and just for his little thing there, I think he just wrote Cheryl just as a comic strip thing. I thought it was neat.
He appears to be the colorist and everything behind all that, so that's what there is. Inker and stuff.
Interesting. I thought that was neat.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Well, there's another piece of comic lore for you.
Yes.
That you'll only find here on Comics and Us.
Comics and Us. We do all our research during our things. So.
We're probably the only one covering this comic ever, so it doesn't matter.
Yes.
That's good. We're unique.
Anyhow, the people in the crowd of the lectures are asking Joker about asking Batman when he's gonna catch the Joker. And the Batman's having second thoughts. Maybe he's not as good as he thought he was. Maybe he should just quit.
That's what the Joker said. He was gonna make him quit.
And then Robin says, "Shut up, no you're not." And the next panel says, "You're right, let's go get him." That's all. There's your character development for that one.
Pretty much. Like, why are you being so stupid? Let's go.
Meanwhile, that night, a plane flies over and drops Joker cards from the sky with new clues. What is it? Kill the motor, hang the jury, take the... What's that last word?
Rap.
Take the rap. Joker's gonna rap.
Yeah.
Because it's spelled like that. Take the rap.
They spell it that
Joker.
way, but then it's weird.
Anyway.
I'm the Joker, and I'm not a smoker. Sorry. Go ahead.
He is in the 40s.
To be fair, we never did see him smoke.
He does have one of those long pencil smokes in an earlier comic.
You sure it wasn't that comic?
I don't know if I actually ever see him smoke.
You sure it wasn't that weird comic where TJ made us read it, where it was like he was eating all the Chinese people?
I can't I cannot confirm or deny that. So.
I want to point out, you say weird comic, but that was a Superman comic.
It was odd. It was very odd.
It was weird.
It was a Superman comic from the late 90s.
Yeah,
well,
and these are better than that one was.
You guys just didn't understand it because you didn't have the context for the whole story.
True. We only had one middle weirdo comic that was going on. That was
it doesn't change how weird it was.
Well, I think that was the intention. But we already did a review of that one. So.
Yeah. Why are we talking about that? Who brought that up?
You were rapping?
You were.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the cards falls into the hands of Batman, and he deduces that this must have something to do with the court or a trial, because that's what everybody's assumption was. But he heard
because hang the jury.
Hang the jury.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, but before they go and try and investigate that, they hear a lady say, "Hey, it's too hot to wear my fur wrap tonight." Just coincidence.
What? That's what it just said, the rap. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Yeah, but it's spelled different, so you don't have to worry.
Yeah, maybe it's not it. Who knows?
Well, Batman says that's exactly what it is. He tricked us. And I don't even know what this is. The judges, he reads in a newspaper. I don't know why this is in a newspaper either. But judges to pick smartest dressed woman in contest tonight. And for some reason it says Mrs. Smythe to wear famous $15,000 fur wrap.
Right. But earlier you said that the Joker tricked Batman, so you just gotta spell it differently to trick Batman? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna be the smartest dressed woman, and they already know she's gonna wear her $15,000 fur wrap, so don't they already know that she's gonna win?
Well, there's that. But you're advertising that you're wearing this $15,000 wrap with the Joker on the loose. Again.
And wait, how did the Joker know that before the headlines?
Well, maybe he just read the paper before Batman did.
Yeah, essentially, he read the paper before Batman did. Exactly. Because Batman and Robin managed to get in disguise and set up this whole sting operation in like 15 minutes.
Because the Joker picked it up at a newsstand, and Batman waited for him to get delivered because he's a rich guy and he didn't want to go pick it up at a newsstand. That's why.
All right, you can throw this whole book out. I'm done with that.
Anyway, to everyone's surprise, Mrs. Smythe wins the cup.
Oh my god, she won?
Apparently you get a cup for winning this beauty contest, I think. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Smartest dressed.
It's a shitty cup because the Joker doesn't even steal it, so.
He doesn't even want the cup. He just wants to.
He doesn't want the cup.
Anyway, all the judges for the thing get in an elevator.
How do they know all the judges are going to get on the elevator at the same time?
Same way he knew about her rap before. Maybe he read it before Batman.
It said in the paper. Also, they're all going to get on the elevator together.
After they give this, all the judges will be in the elevator together.
Maybe the Joker was secretly teaming up with the mind-reading guy and he got all the information beforehand before he died.
Maybe.
Well, was this before or after Batman got his diamond badge?
This one was before, but the last episode was after.
Alright, so then the mind reader is still alive for this.
Yes.
Well, if we're gonna go that way, right? I'm gonna assume that every issue after issue 90, before issue 95, takes place after 95, and then they just go back and insert 95 in before, and then we go back to the present.
Okay. So Batman's got that badge jammed in his utility belt right now.
Yeah.
Okay. With diamonds in it.
I mean, that's the only way I'm explaining the continuity. Otherwise, this is honestly, right now, the whole thing is, it's kind of like watching the Batman the Animated Series where there's no real flowing continuity. It's just different things happening in different episodes.
It's fine. It also... Go ahead.
That just happened to me. I was watching the old X-Men series because TJ told me that they're going to reboot it. So I started watching the old X-Men series, and the X-Men fly to where the school is, and the school's broken down. Collapsed in a million pieces. The next episode is something else. 2 episodes later, they show up at the school and find out that Juggernaut did it. It freaked me out. It just happened to me today. It's just weird that you said that.
I have to check that out because I don't remember that.
I distinctly remember the first episode of X-Men. I don't think you're watching it in the correct order.
That's not the first episode.
Because I don't remember that.
Okay,
that was episode. No, that was episode 8.
Okay, because the first episode is this one with the Sentinels and Morth getting killed and Beast ended up in jail and stuff.
No.
Okay.
Episode 8, they're slaves on this island. They return back to where the school is. The school is collapsed, and they don't know what happened. Then there's 2 more episodes, and then maybe there's 1 more episode, and then episode 10, they go back to where Juggernaut broke the school down. It was really weird.
I always thought it was fairly in
and I think it is
like
after that, because the 90s Spider-Man was awesome. Like, they always had everything right in continuity, but that one got a little funky today.
I do remember X-Men had a bunch of storylines, though. There might have been...
They do have a bunch of different storylines as you go through.
Because I remember the one with Mr. Sinister on the island, and then the Dark Phoenix saga, too.
Right, and Beast is in jail for, like, the entire first, 3 seasons, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Which made me mad, because you always wanted to wait for Beast to come out, because he was the coolest looking one, and he just stayed in jail the whole time.
Yeah, but he was probably also the most expensive one to draw.
Probably was. He probably was, because he had all the hair and stuff, but he was cool.
Yeah. Alright. Can we finish Batman now?
Where were we again?
No.
What are we doing?
The judges are on the elevator, alright? They just got done judging the fashionable woman or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they get in the elevator, and then the Joker's goon kills the motor of the elevator because, that was the first clue. Kill the motor. You get it?
Kill the motor.
Yeah. And then the Joker has to tell us in the next panel. Now they're hanging in the elevator. See? The judges are hanged. They're hanged. Do you get it?
Yeah. Don't he know that if you have to explain a joke that it's not funny? Oh, yeah, never mind. I do that almost every episode.
But even if you take that aside, who is the Joker?
Kill the motor.
Who is the Joker?
The jury.
Who is the Joker telling this to right now?
Right. Who is he? To us. That's it. That's the only thing he could possibly be explaining it to.
But he's not looking at us. He's peeking around a curtain.
He's telling himself.
Apparently, he needs to explain his own joke to himself. All right. So, Batman and Robin, I guess, are in disguise as inside the elevator. One was a juror. I guess Batman sat through that whole contest and judged all those women and decided that Mrs. Swarthy was a Phantom
and nobody noticed he had a mask over his bat ears and stuff.
Yeah.
And Robin just stayed in the elevator the whole time.
Yeah, because
at least Robin's not dressed up like an old lady.
That's fair. He is dressed up like an elevator boy.
I can't believe he wasn't in the contest.
Yeah, it's true. Because he's been an old lady 5 times already.
Yes.
Anyway, so they somehow get out of the elevator, and now they're outside. I guess the elevator was outside.
Oh, yeah, it is outside.
Up the elevator rope, but wasn't this in a building?
Do you go outside to get on the elevator?
In the 40s, the elevators were outside.
Maybe.
You cut out. You said, is he what?
Yeah, we lost you completely.
Oh, no, I said, is he outside on the elevator? You didn't need it. You'll figure it out.
It doesn't matter, because they're back inside.
Yeah. Anyway, the Joker shows up to Mr. Swarthy's room or something and takes her fur or whatever after he tips his hat because of reason.
It's a thank you for your fur.
And jewels. Well, it's got to go with all the jewels he's been stealing for the last 5 years about, now he needs furs.
Sure, whatever. Anyway, Batman and Robin show up and punch the Joker in the face, and the fight continues, and then they're suddenly outside.
Again, they were outside. They were inside. Now they're back outside again.
This panel of them outside is so washed out for me, I can't even tell what's happening.
Well, what's really weird is they're fighting inside.
Holding on to a...
Are you guys not hearing me?
One at a time.
Ah, okay, you are hearing me.
I hear you.
the weird thing is the panel...
The same exact thing.
Now you're talking at the same time as me. Listen, one at a time, people.
He's on a delay.
You are in a bit of a delay now,
He
Chris.
must be on a delay.
What the crap?
Yeah, I guess when we lost you, you went out on the delay.
Do you want me to exit and come back?
No, we have 3 panels left.
Yeah, go, just go,
with
go,
your
go,
delay.
go.
Anyway, the Joker's swinging on a rope for some reason, and Batman throws his bat robe around his waist and said, "You're not dropping me, because if you do, you're just going to kill yourself." And so he doesn't, and I guess they land on a roof or something, because the next panel shows him punch him in the face.
They land on a yellow background.
Yes. And then Batman's back at his lectures with Joker cage. I don't think that's legal, as he's showing them off there. And then we end on another Gotham Gazette picture cartoon as Batman's punching the Joker dead.
Because it looks like Batman's punching Richard Nixon. I think Batman's punching Richard Nixon in the face. That's what I think's going on there.
It definitely doesn't look like the Joker.
No.
Yeah, no. Anyway, it says the Joker takes his bumps, and then it ends. I'm done. Who's in it?
It's terrible.
Who's in it, Uncle Chris?
What the heck happened with this? Hold on. Who is in it? Where are we at? A Crime a Day. Individuals. Batman, Robin, Joker, and Mrs. Smythe. I don't know who that was. Only appearance. And that's all it says. That's
the lady with the rap.
Ah, okay. We're not on a delay anymore because you answered me right away.
I was going to say, we're good now.
Yeah, we're good now. Now, the notes in this...
I'm going to leave all that... I'm going to leave all that delay stuff in here.
Yeah, who cares? The notes in this says other stories include a break for Santa. So apparently this was the Christmas episode for Boy Commandos.
Well, that's weird because this is a January issue.
I know. It's weird.
This is really weird. But it is. In my comic, the very next page is the Boy Commandos in A Break for Santa.
They must have had a really hard time keeping up with schedules.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're done. That was your stupid joke. Okay.
No, this is a good one. You ready? Why did the Joker send Harley Quinn a photo of Robin?
I don't know if I want to know.
Listen, it is a little dirty. Ready? She asked him for a dick pic. You get it? Because Robin's name's Dick. Come on, that's a good one.
Stop it. It's a win. It's a win. I like it.